Hello again and welcome to Steve's Long Stay Workshop, where things came to be looked at when they've been looked at elsewhere, sometimes not very well. Mostly radios, TV sets, tape recorders, that sort of thing. Not doing TV set yet online, have we? And also interesting things. Now, you might think that Quack Medicine is a new thing. It isn't. As soon as electricity came to the masses, people started using it for all sorts of things. And they do today as well, you know, but this is an old Quack Medicine thing. Basically, it's an ozone generator, a very old ozone generator. The brand name actually, Ozonair, there. If you type it into it, that brand is still going. But this, I don't know anything about it at all. I really don't. I'm not going to plug this in straight away because I don't know what can happen, quite frankly. I really don't here. So you know, I'm learning alongside you here with this because I don't know quite what it's going to do or say to us, you know. Especially seeing as in this particular case, I get the impression that people have worked on this before. I say that because that screw was loose. These two come out, you know, the usual way. Where are my glasses? There we are. This unit must stand at least 6 feet from the ground. Well, maybe, but not straight away, because of course I don't think that's quite necessary. Like I said, it's one of those things which nobody knows anything about, quite frankly. Patents were pending on this. The firm is called Quack Limited. If you can see that, Quack Limited, Ozonair House, Longworth Street in London. It takes use for 30 volts to 50 hertz, which is good because that's what most is going to get here. But not until I've had a good look inside first, because it's interesting, shall we say. And I hope to God that I'm not going to get blown up with it, quite frankly. Maybe you're hoping I will, I don't know. You know, it's certainly an interesting bit of past medical technology. I noticed that that is loose and not fed through anything. Fuse is there on the side. You see that? There you have fuse is there on the side. And basically, I really don't know. What is ozone for? Well, ozone, oxygen, first of all, we'll start with oxygen. Oxygen is like in the case of water, H2O, yeah. And oxygen is two molecules linked together, O2, yeah. So that is basically how it works. That is stable, yeah, that is stable. But sometimes you come up with another variation, which is in fact rather poisonous. Yes, and I'm going to plug this in. Haha. That is O3, which is ozone, which is three molecules linked together. No, ozone. It's what you get after a rainstorm, and people do actually tend to use these today. You know, air purifies, that sort of thing. Now, I've not worked on a modern one in my time, so I don't know what is going to be in this or what it does. Some of them, I believe, have bulbs in them to convert somehow. I don't know that. Big Clad has worked on stuff, not this old. So maybe he will know. If that's true, Clive, of course, any help would be greatly appreciated. You know, greatly appreciated here. They come out, and that comes off, and basically what we've got here is a switch, a transformer, which I hope is okay, otherwise this thing is not going to be doing much for anyone. And on the top here there should be, if it's going to come apart somewhere, please, I'm going to come apart somewhere. It should do. It should do. We'll have to look and see, won't we? Yeah, it's here. But first thing we'll do is get the meter around it and see what, if anything, we can find here that might or might not work. Look inside it. That's all there is. A big transformer which might or might not work, and them. I don't know what they do. So your guess is very much as good as mine here. You know. So if you do know, if anybody does know anything, there's the talking spider, by the way, dead. So we'll start by going on to there and seeing what it tells us. Well, that's helpful. Nothing. Okay. Well, we'll not say anything about that quite just yet. I'm not sure whether this screw terminal for the fuse has been added since or not. I don't think it has. Looking at it, but we'll have a look and see if there's a fuse in it and whether it is working or not. So again, I get my screwdriver and my pliers and everything else, and you go across the fuse and see if it tells anything. That's okay, fam. I'll put that back in then. Put that back in. I'll have another look at the top and see if it comes off. Find out what's in there. The switch, by the way, is again something which basically different levels of so that again is something which you know, yeah, it's an interesting thing. I must admit, I've never seen anything like this before. You know, as you say on eBay, it's probably the only one I've seen here. That's okay. Oh, okay. So that's okay. The switch, I might go with some switch cleaner at some point. And let's see what. Wish this top would come off. I really do. Right. Okay. Right. In the top here, there is looks like some kind of motor. Okay, well, I'm glad to know it hasn't got any. I think it's a motor. I really don't know. So yeah, if I give you a quick spritz and squirty spray and try and loosen base things up a bit. I don't know what I'm doing here, by the way. I must make that plain. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Really, I don't. So if somebody somewhere thinks I'm doing something terribly wrong, well, maybe I am, but I don't know. I really don't know what else to do really here. It's quite a simple circuit, you know. So I don't know quite what that now goes onto there like that, and that goes onto there. Okay, all right. It goes to there, okay. I'm sure that should conduct. I'm sure it should. This might be one of those things where I plug it in. It might be a whole lot of nothing. Oh, yeah, there. Okay, right, there. It's not right, but with means across it, it should right itself pretty quickly, shouldn't it? So from there now, if we go underneath and see what there is here. Again, not very much, I don't think. I'm quite curious actually to know exactly what's it meant to do and how it's meant to do it. So there's obviously some kind of spark gap there. So if that there goes onto there like that, there should be something. Okay. If we just move it slightly, that might actually do to put it right again. I don't know. Maybe I'm wasting valuable resources on this. That I really don't know. But you know. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we've got anything that will just undo those. I'll be right back. Well, this thing comes off actually, and I've loosened it quite a bit. It goes back on here like that, through here. Okay, that's how they work. Again, I don't know how they are worked or are meant to work. You know, completely alien to me. This, you know, there's not a radio having satellite. You know, connections here through the bottom are okay. This here is a scat. It's some kind of spark gap. I'll just lift it up so you can see. Some kind of spark gap. Now, I don't know why, but I noticed that one side of it creates more problems than the other as regards jumping across. So I've cleaned up as best I could, bit of sandpaper, and so now I'll put this back in, and then I'll meterate this cable and see if it's okay. I might change this actually, because that's this is probably a €100 cable, this, and I'm not too keen on it to be honest with you. But I'll put this back on first, and we'll take it from there. Okay, don't then, okay. This is going to be interesting, but as always, we do our best here. And find out how it's supposed to work, or not supposed to work, as the case may be. The new cable has now been put on. The old cable I wasn't happy with. The problem was that when I tried to get a bit bare for connecting up and stuff, it would literally, you know, not do it. So it came up only gentle. It's not done too bad. Now what I've done actually, the fuse is okay, but I've got the live to the fuse here. Okay, goes down here to the transformer here, yeah, and the transformer feeds out to this switch here to neutral, that goes back to mains. Okay, that's how I've done it. Okay, I'll put the fuse in the live, because that's, I think, the best thing to do with this. There we are. At the top here we've got the spark gap, nice and clean, so going through here, which is looser than it was, and back. So without any further ado, let's do something really stupid, shall we? 3, 2, 1. And there's nothing. Oh well, at least it's not blown up on us, which I was quietly hoping it might do, but you know. Anyway, at this point now, these things work with a spark gap and a transformer, and it's more than likely that this transformer is, shall we say, past its best. So we'll start with it switched to 4, like that, and of course across there. That's okay. So then between the two, there's other settings. So 3.5, nothing. 3, 154, 2.5, Nothing. 2. 172. And 1. So I'll start it on 4, just for argument's sake. Now the other thing, of course, is the output. This transformer must set the voltage up quite highly, actually, because it's going to go over a spark gap on the other side. So let's see what that says. And it says nothing. I see, it's going to be one of those things which isn't going to work because its transformer is shorted or open circuit. That's not reading anything at all, is it? Even from 2 parts of the same pin, that's not reading. So I think it might possibly be these pins here. But what I'll do, if I take this back a bit here, and this back a bit here, I might get enough to look inside. Does appear to be a wire connector there, so I'll just take back a bit of that and see what's there. But this might well not be a goer. This happens sometimes, you know. I mean, it's something which, you know, I must admit, completely new to me. So you know. And this happens sometimes, you know, things, you know, things like this. Okay, there's not a lot to them, but then again, at the same time, if they don't work, well, they don't work, and that is it, you know. So that goes on to there now, and on this side there should be something. There is, okay, so that's okay. Okay, so that one's okay. So that buffer, you're coming down here, the same applies. Just push that back a bit. It's just the cable here, you see. We'll push the insulation back a bit, you see, and see if anything comes of it. So that goes on to there, that goes on to there, and that again is not saying very much, is it? This is prove a point. I can put that onto there, and there should be some way of connecting it. Yeah, that's working. So all that's working apart from this transformer here. Oh dear. An interesting problem, shall we say, isn't it? So as it was taking this transformer out and having a look. I mean, I don't think this is going to work, but you know, we can always try. What I'll do very quickly also, I will put that onto there like that. Yeah, and turn the thing over partly at any rate. There we are. and see if there's anything up here. There isn't. Okay. Well, there's no hum, nothing, have you noticed? Ah, wait a minute. There's something there. Don't know what, but there's something there. So what I'll do therefore is I'll put the thing back up front like this, and that's come out. Wonder where from. I wonder where from. Should there be another one of these here? Anyway, I'll put it back on again after connecting one half of the meter first, you know, because otherwise we might have a slight issue, shall we say. .600 volts, and has the fuse gone? Has the fuse gone? And of course, was this meant to be another I can't see how though, because there doesn't seem to be a connection to it anywhere, so I really don't know. I really don't know. Just have a quick look at this fuse and see if it's said goodbye to us. I hope it's the fuse and not the meter, but there you go. I've got other meters, mind you, so you know that's not a problem. Well, this would pass its best, doesn't it? Oh well. Goes onto there. That goes onto there. Yeah, that's gone. That. Yeah, that fuse is gone. By the way, I'm using the audible tester, so you know. But yeah, that fuse is say goodbye to us. So anyway, it's doing something, but I don't know what. And like I said, I don't know anything about it whatsoever. If anyone does, if anyone does, come to let me know, because I'd like to get some life out of this thing if possible, some life somewhere. You know, this is working okay now. That is okay. Yeah. So like I said, if anyone knows anything about these, anybody, then do please get in touch and tell me what you know, basically. You know, because I would like to know. You know, I would very much like to know. Interesting little thing, isn't it? Interesting little thing. But whether it's going to work again, or maybe it is working, I don't know. Again, I don't know anything about these, and there's very little online about them. So if anyone does know anything about them, can they please let me know? I really would appreciate it if somebody would let me know about this. Anyway, that's it for now. So goodbye for now from Steve's Longstay Workshop, and maybe this one will appear again when I've got some information about it. Until then, goodbye, take care, and see you soon. Bye bye.